thought I would dress appropriately for this morning, given what today is. Good morning and happy Sunday, everyone. Let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. Oh, before I do that, let's see, what's my low? I guess my low is the fact that I was up later than what I probably should have been, given the fact that I had to get up really early today. For reference, it's actually, well, I'd say it's roughly the same time as it was yesterday when I did my video, I think. I kind of forgot. But there's somewhere I have to be at 7:30, so I should probably, well, that's the video, bye. No, I'm not going to do that. So yeah, I was up a little bit late, and I got some sleep, but it could stand to be a bit better. Although my high was, there's a lot, like, for starters, yesterday really just seemed to fly by for me. Like, before I knew it, I'm like, wow, it's already time to go to church. Okay, cool, let's go to church. And you know what? I was actually busy in Corning all day, so I got to go to church in Corning for once, which I actually didn't know St. Mary's Church in Corning was getting renovations done, so the masses, the services are being held in the old All Saints Academy right across the street. So everyone was huddled in a gymnasium, and as you can imagine, it was hot in there. Like, it was funny. Yesterday morning was actually rather on the nippy side, and obviously as the day went on, it got warmer. So I went from kind of regretting the fact that I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt to being glad I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt, or collar t-shirt, but still. Because it was hot in that gym. I mean, listen, schools are notorious for not having any air conditioning. It's one of the many reasons why summer school is so bad. It's also why I'm glad I never went to summer school. Because I was a good little boy that did all my work and got good grades. And you should be too. Yes, everyone should be a good little boy. Even if you're a girl. Not only kidding, of course. Be whoever you want to be. What's my act of kindness? My parents watched my nephews for a little while. That was fun. So, in case you're wondering, I'm actually doing volunteer work today. For the fourth annual and possibly final Joe Bly Jr. Memorial Golf Tournament. I'm actually wearing the shirt I got last year because didn't give out shirts yet for this one. But I'll get my new shirt later. And who knows, maybe I'll be able to show it off tomorrow. We'll see. So hence why I'm up early. And you know what? The last 2 years I volunteered, I had to do this video from being up at the lake and then driving all the way to Mark Twain Golf Course here in Elmira. Oh, it's actually more like Elmira Heights than Elmira, but still. And I had to get up like super early. I actually had to, like, I would be sitting out on the dock and it would still be really dark outside. Here I'm actually kind of glad that, because Mark Twain Golf Course is only about maybe 10 minutes from where I live. I gotta account for traffic too. We'll say 10 minutes, give or take. And it's actually really great that, it's not that far, but the problem is I need to be there at 7:30 to volunteer, and it's 20 of 7 right now. Not bad, but I would like to make sure the video and the short are uploaded, so I'm going to try and do that today. now what to discuss today. How about the fact that right now, if you're a Disney fan, there's a lot of stuff you need to be excited for. Because over the last couple of days, Disney had a D23, and I mean, they're announcing new movies, Kingdom Hearts 4, new rides. I'll get to I don't even know where to start. Well, I think I should start with the fact that they elaborated more in the Avengers Doomsday trailer, which, okay, you know what? I definitely was under the impression that when they first casted Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, especially since he was especially when, he was already Tony Stark, I thought, okay, the MCU at this moment isn't really doing as well as it used to be. They're clearly trying to get ratings. They're clearly trying to get people in movie theater seats. And for a while, I really was starting to think that. But after seeing these last couple of trailers for Avengers Doomsday, okay. All right. I'm starting to buy into the hype a little bit. I'm not quite drinking the Kool-Aid, mind you. But, okay, I think I see this. I mean, think about it. Sir Ian McKellen is 87 years old, and he's going to be reprising his role as Magneto in Avengers Doomsday. I mean, come on, man. Sir Ian McKellen. What more do you want? Patrick Stewart, Kelsey Grammer, James Marsden, Rebecca Romaine, obviously Chris Hemsworth is Thor, and Pedro Pascal is Mr. Fantastic, Vanessa Kirby is the Invisible Woman, the Fantastic, they really are making sure that, this. I mean, listen, I know that December 18th, 2026 is supposed to be Doomsday, but it's going to be a day to remember. I'll definitely be there for that. And they announced other movies too, like The Incredibles 3 and Frozen 3 as well. I mean, listen, I've said this before, I am a male fan of Frozen. So the fact we're getting Frozen, and it looks good. If you see the trailer, they kind of hint at who the villain is going to be, even though I personally don't know who it is. All I know is I'm excited. I mean, I'm actually kind of glad that all they did in this trailer was just show, Anna and Elsa and Olaf, and, oh shoot, who's Jonathan Groff's character again? Sven is the reindeer. Point is, I'm really excited for Frozen 3. And Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out late 2027, which, yeah, I should probably get started playing Kingdom Hearts 3 because I've never played it. Yeah, if you want to yell at me in the comments for that, I deserve it. Unfortunately, and I've shared this before, I was going through a whole lot of stuff around the time Kingdom Hearts 3 was finally released after 13 years of waiting. And because of all that stuff, it kind of killed my drive for a lot of things, including playing video games. Full stop, I could barely play Pokemon on an emulator on my laptop. It's actually, I have to physically make myself do those sorts of things. That's why playing Kingdom Hearts 3 has been, kind of, up in the air for me in terms of wanting to play it. I will say, though, after all this time, I have avoided spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 3. I know. I've avoided spoilers for this long. Anything Kingdom Hearts 3 related that ever appeared, I'm like, get away from me, please. That's how good I have been about avoiding spoilers. But with Kingdom Hearts 4 coming out next year, late next year, yeah, I should play it again, or actually play it at all. I mean, I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, so much. And I finally got to play Birth by Sleep. That was great. On an actual system that gives you a big TV to play it on. So, yeah, if you don't know, Birth by Sleep was originally released on the PSP, and now it's, you can play it on a TV in the Kingdom Hearts 2.5 collection. The point is, I need to play Kingdom Hearts 3. I do. I absolutely do. And they even announced new rides coming out, because there's a Villains Land at Disney, and they announced that Maleficent got a new ride. And the coolest thing, I think, there's a lot of great things that were really cool that happened at D23. But the thing I need to give a major shout out for is the legendary, lovely, and talented Glenn Close. Hey, listen, don't let her age fool you. Glenn Close has still got more talent in one pinky than most of us have in our whole bodies. Anyway, she reprised her role as Cruella de Vil with Neil Patrick Harris and Tig Notaro playing essentially Horace and Jasper. And yeah, apparently Cruella de Vil has a ride in the Villains Land also. I mean, listen, a lot of people are like, but wait, what? Listen, obviously I never saw Cruella, but I'm sure Emma Stone is fine as Cruella. I mean, come on, it's Emma Stone. Emma Stone's awesome. But, I mean, Glenn Close is Glenn Close, and she was the OG live-action Cruella de Vil. And she still got it, man. She is. In terms of Disney villains that have ever existed, you can actually make a solemn case that Cruella de Vil was the OG diva. And that's not to say, there haven't been great female villains that Disney's had. I mean, the evil Queen Snow White, Lady Tremaine and Cinderella, Maleficent, of course. And, yeah, you could arguably call them divas in their own right. But when I think of diva, I think of more, bombastic, more outspoken, more I'm the best looking person in the room, notice me. And that easily is Cruella de Vil to a T. I mean, again, is Cruella de Vil the best Disney villain of all time? Oh no, again, there's a reason why Maleficent is as popular as she is. There's a reason why Ursula is as popular as she is. Another Disney villain you can consider a diva. Or even male villains like Jafar or Hades or, Oogie Boogie. Yes, I'm including Oogie Boogie because not only was he in Kingdom Hearts, but come on, man, it's Night Before Christmas. It's Oogie Boogie. Also, that reminds me, every year, they'll do a special orchestra-related thing for Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, and the original actor for Oogie Boogie passed away a couple years ago. Shoot, I forget his name. Oh my gosh, hold on, I saw Bad Bear last night. I put a check mark on my 2026 bucket list. Hold on. Okay. The name is right at the tip of my tongue too. Who is he voiced by? Ken Page. That's who it was, Ken Page, who sadly passed away in 2024. And so he couldn't do, the famous Oogie Boogie song from Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas because obviously he passed away. Very sad. I really can't sing the song myself right now because I'd be afraid of getting, copyright and stuff. But when that happens, you gotta go with the next best person. You gotta know, who could also do that voice. and they got Keith David. So, yes, rest in power, Ken Page. Major shout to Keith David for keeping Oogie Boogie's presence alive. Seriously, watch Keith David do Oogie Boogie's song. He's incredible. I mean, come on, it's Keith David. Of course it is. I mean, listen, I really could keep going, but again, if you're a Disney fan, you have absolutely every reason to be excited for things that are coming out soon. Again, rides, movies, video games. You know, stars are quite metaphorically and literally aligning for the things that we love coming to fruition. You know what? Speaking of other movies, Zootopia 3. Yeah, Zootopia 3, Incredibles 3, and Frozen 3. Several of Disney's biggest franchises currently. And, well, to be fair, Incredibles 3 really should have happened a long time ago. But, you know, Incredibles 2 took forever to come out. The fact of getting Frozen 3 and Zootopia 3, you know, I can't wait for those either. I love Frozen, I love Zootopia. Now, if we get Moana 3, like, there is your big trinity right there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did mention Incredibles 3, but Incredibles 3 is more Pixar than Disney. So, but yeah, 4, quartet, why not? Do a quartet, it's all Disney. Who cares? All this to say is, once upon a time, you know, I was a kid. Like, you have to also understand, I lived in the days before the internet even existed. Okay? Much less being available to everybody. And, you know, the thought never occurred to me, like, the powers that be bring a whole bunch of things together to make the stuff that we love right now. So, whether you're in your mid-30s like me, you're much older, or you're younger, if you're a Disney fan, you've got every right to be happy at the moment. Because, you know what, I think with how kind of lackluster Disney's quote-unquote 100-year celebration was, they needed to go back to the drawing board. They needed to, you know, they were cornered. They were put in a box. And when that happens, you got to put on your bootstraps and get going. And I think that's what Disney's pulling off right now. Hope you like this video. If you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow social media. As always, I'm your homies. But if you guys watch everything, have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And remember, if you guys want to talk to us, we're here to lend you. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.